Hello and bienvenidos everyone to UTEP, the University of Texas at El Paso. UTEP is a top-tier research university located at the far western tip of Texas, between the foothills of the Franklin Mountains and the Rio Grande. And just across the river from campus is Mexico. UTEP's home of El Paso is a modern city of vibrant culture and diversity, and its support of UTEP and its students is extraordinary. These students and the opportunities they have here at UTEP are incredible, from leading programs in engineering, aerospace, business, education, health, and the arts. UTEP students are on a path to today's top careers. I'm your host, Alex Boylan, and over the next half hour, you'll meet some of these amazing students, learn about their lives, their college experience, the research they are doing, and the exciting careers they have ahead. Welcome to UTEP, home of the miners. This is the College Tour. It's time to meet Maximilian. He's a mechanical engineering grad student who's had incredible opportunities, like internships and the chance to lead a national organization, all thanks to UTEP. And get this, when he finishes his master's degree, he's going to be doing something that's out of this world. Are you ready for liftoff? Take it away, Maximilian.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. I always knew I wanted to study engineering. As I was narrowing down the right universities for me, I found that UTEP had the resources, academic rigor, and community to push me towards my future as an engineer. My path at UTEP began conducting undergraduate research as a National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Fellow, where I worked hands-on to create a prototype lysimeter. I even presented my research at the 10th Biennial NOAA Education and Science Forum. I also worked as a Student Engagement and Leadership Center intern, where I got involved with university events and even got to interview a NASA engineer and astronaut. As an Air Force ROTC cadet, I learned how to balance engineering and military life with lots of support from UTEP. And as a top 10 senior, Hawkins Scholar, and Rhodes Scholarship finalist, I can tell you that UTEP students compete at the highest levels of higher education. UTEP equipped me with the skills for internships at the United Nations, the Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratory, and my upcoming internship with Lawrence Livermore National Lab. Being an intern with the UN, I was able to expand my global perspective and learn about many different cultures. With Johns Hopkins, I was able to create a tool to see missile trajectories in a virtual environment. I was elected president of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, one of over 200 campus organizations. One of my favorite experiences is TCM Day. It's UTEP's longest running tradition, and I had the honor of being chosen to lead fun and challenging activities, including painting the M on UTEP's mountain. After graduating with my master's in mechanical engineering, I'll commission as a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force to secure our nation's interests in, from, and to space. Go miners! I've got to take off now. Back to you, Alex.
That is a very impressive college resume, Maximilian. The engineering program at UTEP certainly helped give you the wings you'll need for a successful career in the Space Force. UTEP will also be so proud to have an alum helping keep our country safe. We salute you, and picks up. Let's meet Cassandra. She's in the speech language pathology program, and she came to UTEP from Midland, Texas at only 17 years old. Being new to a place can be kind of scary. Will you make new friends? Will you feel at home? Cassandra, tell us about your campus experience. Take it away.
Thanks, Alex, and welcome to UTEP. No matter where you're from or what you look like, the UTEP community really wants everyone to know that they are indeed welcome. I hope you feel the love while you're here. I know I do. Graduating a year early from high school, I knew I wanted to attend a college that offered an excellent speech-language pathology program and felt like home away from home. The University of Texas at El Paso was a college just for me. Leaving behind my family at 17 during the COVID pandemic did not stop me from falling in love with UTEP. Living on campus, I made amazing friends and memories that I'll never forget. With the friendly people, the mountain views, a binational culture, and not to mention the tacos, UTEP gave me a sense of belonging and I had no problem adjusting. Another thing I really love about UTEP are the opportunities to do amazing things. My second year at UTEP, I became a resident assistant at the dorms. Being an RA was really rewarding. I met so many different people with different backgrounds, and I grew a passion for helping others. When you work on campus at UTEP, the supportive supervisors understand that academics come first and are very flexible. Working as an RA, I learned important skills in interpersonal communication and time management. That will be super helpful when I graduate and become a speech pathologist. One of the coolest academic experiences I've had at UTEP was being able to work as an undergraduate on groundbreaking research on bilingual children who stutter. Moving to El Paso to study at UTEP was one of the best decisions I've ever made. That's it for me. Back to you, Alex.
New friends, experiences, opportunities, and did we hear you say tacos? We've heard that El Paso has the world's best tacos from a lot of students since arriving. We're so glad UTEP made you feel welcome and that you're looking forward to helping others in your speech pathology career. Thank you for sharing your story, Cassandra. That was amazing. UTEP is a place where students can make great things happen by getting involved. Let's meet Ayana. She's a business major, and boy, is she busy. From helping with major campus events like Minor Palooza to being in a women's fraternity, UTEP students have so many opportunities to make connections and make a difference. Ayana, tell us more.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, y'all. Academics, community service, and campus involvement have always been very important to me. As a salutatorian of my graduating class for Isleta High School in El Paso, I was chosen as a UTEP Terry Scholar, an opportunity to attend the university on a full-ride scholarship as well as experience living on campus. UTEP has become my home away from home, and not just because I live here, but because it's provided me with amazing opportunities and relationships. One of the best decisions I made was joining Zeta Tau Alpha Women's Fraternity, where we advocate for breast cancer education and awareness. Through this organization, my sisters and I help give back to our community and our campus. But aside from being advocates, we are a family that supports each other no matter what. College is hard, but my sisters have made my transition so much easier. As a freshman, I've already created countless memories and friendships I know will last a lifetime. When it comes to balancing school, work, and student organizations, working and living on campus makes getting involved so much easier. As an intern at the Student Engagement and Leadership Center, I have the opportunity to put on some of the biggest events that UTEP has to offer, including Minor Palooza, Texas Western Gold Rush, and Up All Night. I like to say UTEP is a hidden gem when it comes to Texas universities. In my short time here, I've received opportunities that not only help me grow as a scholar, but discover who I am as an individual. I know that by the time that I graduate with my business degree, no place could have better prepared me to start my own media marketing company than the University of Texas at El Paso. Go Miners! Take it away, Alex.
It sure sounds like you are juggling a lot, Ayana, but we know you wouldn't want it any other way. Thanks to UTEP, you have so many options in front of you. And thank you for giving back and being a role model for other UTEP students. That is awesome. Take care. It's time to hear from Abeni Janae. She might even sing because she recently graduated from UTEP with a Bachelor of Music in Commercial Music in Voice. And she's currently pursuing a Master of Music with a concentration in composition. So there is no better person to talk about the fine arts at UTEP. Abeni Janae, please take it away.
Thanks for the intro, Alex. Since I was 13 years old, I knew I wanted to pursue music. I sang at an open mic night at a youth center for military kids, and even though I was extremely shy, something about being behind a microphone felt so natural. Give that grace appear. I originally started as a vocal performance major and was accepted into the UTEP concert chorale. After the first semester, the pandemic happened, and it made me reevaluate my life in music. I switched to commercial music and got more into composition. I became the youngest composer published under Carl Fisher Music for my arrangement of Hold On Just a Little While Longer. 2 years later, I had my arrangement of Lord, I Know I've Been Changed premiered by a local high school choir at Carnegie Hall. Being in the UTEP music department gives me a wide variety of experiences, including study abroad trips to Leeds, England with the UTEP Chamber Singers. I was able to return to Carnegie Hall, this time as a performer with the UTEP Choral Union. Being in commercial music puts me in the unique position of performing not only with the choirs, but also the commercial music ensemble and sometimes the jazz band. I decided to pursue my graduate studies here in composition. I'm now a teaching assistant with the commercial music ensemble and still a member of the concert chorale and the chamber singers. Being at UTEP gave me the space I needed to grow as a musician and a person. It's rare to be able to do what I have accomplished during my undergraduate studies at other schools, especially with the amount of love and support I've received from my peers and professors. This is my home, and it always will be. Handing the mic back to you, Alex.
That is music to our ears, Benny Janae. It sounds like UTEP is giving you an incredible foundation for your future career. The opportunity to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City is something that very few musicians can say they have done, especially so early in their careers. Thank you again for sharing your story. Sometimes students find their way and change paths after they start a college degree program. Say hello to Arat. He's one of those students who took a bit of time. He dabbled in engineering, acting, and finally discovered his passion, entrepreneurship. Arat's a senior at UTEP and loves being a business major. Tell us all about it, Arat.
Great intro, Alex. Like many people graduating high school, I didn't exactly know what career path to choose for college. I started in engineering, switched to acting, and then dropped out for a couple of years to figure out what career I would be passionate about. In the meantime, I worked as a successful realtor and loved it. That experience led me to discover that I really liked networking, sales, and entrepreneurship. So I decided to get a business degree. I joined the UTEP chapter of the College Entrepreneurs Organization and had the chance to go to the CEO Global Pitch Competition in Chicago, where I saw students from around the world pitch their business idea. I knew I wanted to do that someday. After the competition, I received an email from the Blackstone Launchpad at UTEP regarding a pitch competition and ideation workshop. There, I came up with an idea I really liked, a rapid test kit to measure fabric toxicity. I presented it at 2 pitch competitions and lost, but used the feedback to make some changes. When I competed at the next National Blackstone Launchpad Idea competition, I won the top prize of $10,000. The faculty and staff of UTEP's Mike Loya Center for Innovation and Commerce helped me find the resources and guidance to embark on this journey to become an entrepreneur. After I won the national competition, UTEP's president invited me to discuss my future goals. Thanks to the university promoting my win, different foundations and capital ventures approached me to discuss next steps for my business idea. This summer, I will be participating in a local accelerator program to create my product. Additionally, my business idea is one of the 360 startups chosen from a pool of 10,000 applications to compete for the $1 million hold prize. That's my story. Back to you, Alex.
Wow, UTEP sure has given you some really incredible opportunities, Arat. From winning the top prize at a national competition to working with a program to help you create your product. UTEP has been a great place to get a degree and to make valuable connections. Great job. Meet Danielle. Hers is a story of determination and second chances. Danielle grew up in Missouri and served in the Army for more than a decade. After being stationed at nearby Fort Bliss, she decided that a career in nursing was her next best step. And that step began right here at UTEP. Danielle, you are on.
Thanks for the introduction, Alex. I was a combat medic and licensed vocational nurse in the Army for 12 years. Originally, I'm from Missouri, but the military sent me to the El Paso, Fort Bliss area 3 times. On my 3rd time here, I decided to finally take the hint that apparently this is where I'm meant to be. And that's when I decided to attend the UTEP nursing program. The UTEP nursing program is helping me to build upon the medical knowledge and skills I obtained during my time in the military. I've put so many of my own goals on hold in order to help those that I love accomplish theirs. UTEP is making it possible for me to finally make myself a priority. and accomplish a goal that I had set for myself nearly 20 years ago to become a registered nurse. I can't wait to see how many more people I'm going to be able to help once I finally finish my degree. Not only is UTEP giving me the tools to continue caring for others, but as a single mother of 3, they are helping me to provide a more secure and financially stable future for myself and my children. Between classroom lectures, time spent in the simulation lab, and clinical rotations at local hospitals, UTEP provides so many ways for nursing students to gain medical knowledge and hands-on experience. After my BSN, it's on to the next one for me. Master's, doctorate, here I come. At the age of 36, I might be a little bit older than the average college student, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from crushing one goal after the other and setting the best example possible for my children. Well, that's my story. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you for your sacrifices and service, Danielle, and we're inspired by your decision to pursue a career in nursing. UTEP's Military Student Success Center is a great resource for military students and families like yours to find support, resources, and assistance with military education benefits. Thanks again, Danielle. At UTEP, getting an exceptional education doesn't have any borders, even the kind to another country. Meet Marieli. She lives in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, just across the border from El Paso. As a biomedical sciences student, she tells us there are many reasons why she chose UTEP. And one of those reasons is the bicultural experience and the affordability. Marieli, you're up.
Thanks, Alex. Hello, everyone. My whole life, I always knew I wanted to attend medical school. So when it was time to go to college and get my bachelor's in biological sciences, I knew UTEP was the right place for me. The great academics, the student involvement, and all the amazing opportunities really caught my eye. I grew up in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, and attended school in Mexico until 8th grade. Then I decided it was time to go to school in El Paso to learn English and be prepared for college. So I began to cross the border every day. I would walk across the international bridge about 2 to 3 hours before school started to be able to be on time. When I finally got my car, I still had to wait in line for 2 hours to cross, but at least now I had AC and music. Just like me, thousands of other UTEP students living in Mexico wake up early and commute 3 to 4 hours every day to be able to attend this wonderful school. Thankfully, UTEP is very understanding of our situation. I also love how affordable UTEP is. In addition to scholarships and other financial aid I attained, I also received scholarships for my study abroad program in South Korea next fall. I'm so grateful for that. This university is also preparing me to be a good candidate for medical school. My advisor has helped me choose the best classes each semester. I also joined the undergraduate fellowship program, where we meet on Fridays and learn about all the different graduate and fellowship opportunities and how to be ready to apply for them. That's it from me. Back to you, Alex.
Study abroad, medical school prep, financial aid, and a bicultural campus and community. UTEP certainly made your college experience exceptional so far. UTEP is committed to helping students achieve their dreams. And it sounds like you're well on your way to yours, Marieli. Picks up, you are certainly going to go far. Meet Nicholas, a first-generation student who's aspiring to be a filmmaker. He's turning that passion for visual communications into reality through his UTEP degree program. Upon graduation, he hopes to stay a part of the minor family by joining UTEP's athletics program, doing sports communications. Getting involved is what Nicholas is all about. Give us the full picture, Nicholas. Take it away.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. I am a first-generation college student, a senior, and I have a huge passion for film. Here at UTEP, I found many opportunities to grow my videography, photography, and creative writing skills. I always knew I wanted to be a filmmaker. The communication department here has allowed me to explore new ideas and theories that apply to filmmaking. In addition to my studies, I've worked for the UTEP Athletics marketing department for about 4 years, taking photos and videos at events. Working for a Division I athletics program, my passion for sports grew immensely, and I've decided on a future in sports communication. The UTEP athletics team and minor fans truly showed me how sports can create a meaningful community. There's a lot of love in the minor nation. More than 200 student organizations make campus life exciting, as well as give students professional experience and connections. Being involved in many different organizations has really helped me grow at UTEP. I am the vice president of our filmmaking club, PIC Productions, and have served in the Student Government Association as a senator at large and the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Being in SGA has really increased my self-confidence. I am honored to serve as the bridge between students, the faculty, staff, and the UT System Board of Regents. I love talking to new students here at UTEP. I was even an orientation leader. I always tell students to get involved and take advantage of all the resources that UTEP has to offer. Sometimes it's hard for new students to realize how many great opportunities there are here at UTEP. I hope future minors watching this video take advantage of all that UTEP has to offer. Now back to you, Alex.
Thank you for reaching out to future minors and telling them about all the great things happening at UTEP, Nicholas. UTEP is proud to have so many organizations and clubs to make the campus experience more than just about education, but also about having fun. We'll be watching for your work on the big screen. Thanks again, Nicholas. Here at UTEP, many students are from right here in El Paso. Meet Karma. She grew up almost as far away from UTEP as you can get, the Kingdom of Bhutan. What's more, UTEP has a special relationship with that faraway country. Karma, tell us about what it's like to be a UTEP student coming from the other side of the world. Take it away.
Thank you for the introduction, Alex. As an international student from Bhutan, a small country in Asia near Nepal, I chose UTEP for its renowned nursing program and its beautiful Bhutanese architecture, which reminds me of my homeland. I feel like I belong here. The supportive Bhutanese student community here adds to the feeling of familiarity. Starting out as an international student and being naturally introverted, making friends at the beginning was quite a challenge. However, navigating my journey became easier because everyone was incredibly friendly, helpful, and welcoming. In addition to my studies, I also work as a student assistant in the Office of International Programs, where my wonderful co-workers and I strive to make everyone feel welcome. I am an active member of Bhutanese Student Association, which celebrates and shares our culture with the UTEP community. UTEP and Bhutan have had a special connection for more than 100 years. Each year, during the third week of April, we host a week-long event called Bhutan Days to showcase our rich culture to the students and faculty. And several traditional Bhutanese dishes are always included at the popular international food fair each fall. Coming to UTEP has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Since arriving, I have grown in responsibilities and independence. Meeting people from diverse backgrounds and experiencing so much has broadened my perspective in ways I never could have imagined back at my home country. I hope you're enjoying UTEP's beautiful Bhutan-inspired campus, Alex. It's one of a kind. Back to you.
That's great, Karma. Even though you're tens of thousands of miles away from your own country, you feel right at home at UTEP. And that feeling goes way beyond this campus's incredible architecture. Thank you for sharing the story of your journey to UTEP. That was incredible. Are you ready to get your picks up, everyone? It's time to talk school spirit and sports. Maddie is one of UTEP's star volleyball players and a student bursting with school spirit. Whether it's cheering on basketball, football, softball, or track and field, UTEP students and the El Paso community are minor fans all the way. Passing it to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, everyone. When I started searching for the right school for me, academically and athletically, I wanted to find a place that would push me on and off the volleyball court. UTEP had that culture and environment I was looking for to become a better person, teammate, player, and student. Being a student athlete, I've made lifelong connections with my team and other fellow athletes. The support that students get from our friends, professors, and community was the main reason I chose UTEP. It's been amazing to see the school spirit from our community and fan base grow while I've been here. Coming from a small town with a successful athletic program, school spirit has always played a large role in my life. And now being at a school where the community continues to support UTEP athletics brings so much joy to me and to students in all 16 of UTEP's Division I athletic programs. UTEP not only pushes you to grow as an athlete and teammate, but also as a student in the classroom. Within my kinesiology major, I learn about how the body moves and what muscles do. but what I really love is learning about nutrition and how to fuel my body the right way, which will help me with my workouts. On and off the court, my teammates and coaches continue to support me and play a large role in my life. The fans here at UTEP are the best. Thousands have showed up to support us at our last volleyball season. The positive energy was unbelievable. Here at UTEP, you're not just a fan going to watch your favorite team, but you're also the driving force for so many of us athletes to play our best and win. Serving it back to you, Alex.
Got it, I think. That's a powerful serve, Maddie. Thanks for the recap on the great school spirit from not just UTEP, but the El Paso community. So many sports legends have graduated from UTEP, and we know you'll be one of the next. Picks up, Maddie. What an incredible time we've had at the University of Texas at El Paso. And look who's here to show the unending spirit of Miner pride. Hey Dirt Pete, he is awesome. Now, we want to thank all the incredible students who shared their stories, their campus experiences, and their love for UTEP. With amazing programs in engineering, aerospace, health, business, education, and the arts, students here, they learn, they excel, and engage in the classroom, out in the community, and around the world. Now, it is your turn to visit this remarkable campus to see how it can be the launching pad for your future. Picks up, everyone, and go Miners.